Hello, hello. Welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red Rocket Edition. So, I have been away for a bit. If you clicked on the community tab on my page, on my YouTube channel, you'll see I have made an interesting, or I think so anyway, post about this game. I'm sick of it. It was decent when I started, but I've lost 100% of interest in this game, to be honest. However, mama ain't raised no bitch. I ain't no quitter. So I'm gonna keep going. But I think this is gonna be the finale episode. No matter how obnoxious it gets, I'm just gonna power through everything and push out a video. The downside for that is it's gonna probably come out like crap. I'm still gonna do my best in editing and making sure everything is still a decent video. However, I need to comment on a few things. First off, the leveling in this game is absolutely trash. Even giving experience share to a Pokemon like this, it doesn't make it that much easier. I'm probably going to be relying a lot on Mewtwo. My Pokemon are mid 40s. Pinsir's decently high leveled 46, holding a life orb, but I don't really have any way to teach you any decent moves. This is the best movesets I can really give to these Pokemon. They're not terrible. I don't have a way to teach Rock Slide right now, unfortunately. I mean, I have Sunny Day on a Pokemon with Chlorophyll, as well as Solar Beam. Like, I go out of my way to make these movesets pretty viable. I make sure that their stats are pretty decent. Impish Nature isn't great, but it's better than nothing. I think that actually, what is Impish Nature? Yeah, plus defense minus special attack. So my special attack has dropped a little bit. My defense is still pretty good. However, it doesn't really seem like much because I still get one shot by a lot of stuff in Victory Road. That's why I'm just here. Levels are in the late 40s, mid 50s, and I was going through that with late 30s, early 40s. Everything was just one-shotting me. Don't get me wrong, my team isn't super great. I don't have the best stats, but I mean, when I have a 101 speed on beast mode here, and I still just get absolutely demolished. Kind of a bit of a pain in the ass. And while it sounds like I'm just complaining about, you know, things where it sounds like I'm just bad at the game, don't get me wrong, I'm not the greatest at Pokemon. I understand the mechanics, I do understand how a lot of stuff works. I just prefer to play casually. But the thing is, when everybody's just so much higher leveled, for example, wild Pokemon in here, they're 40. When I came in here with level 39s, I was struggling to take out the wild Pokemon. And the thing is, I have beaten up, with very few exceptions, every single trainer in the entire game. So, what the fuck does this game want from me? I think what it wants is for you to not be raising a team of 6. Which, that's fair. I mean, most Team Rocket people don't have a team of 6. But it would require hours upon hours upon hours of grinding. I know this because that's how I'm able to have this team at the level it is. The worst part about it is that I'm not using Mewtwo. I mean, I used it for Koga, I think it was. I didn't get to have that video uploaded because that somehow got corrupted in my video editor. So that's where all that experience came from, but it was level 73 already. It's only gone that much in level. Purely off of Koga. Just Koga. But if I had a 6th team member, I would have to be raising it as well, and so these guys would end up having to have a lot of their experience dropped, so that way my 6th team member could actually be up in levels. It's taken me a week and a couple days, I think is when I last uploaded this game, to get to where I'm at here. The leveling in this game is garbage. On top of that, the dialogue and story in this game, while unique, and therefore it's certainly piqued my interest in a lot of places, it feels as though it was written by a 12-year-old on Tumblr who experienced 4chan for the first time. It's riddled with a lot of slurs that I don't really appreciate. It's riddled with a lot of cringe content. It's got bad writing. It has characters in it that serve no purpose other than shock value. And I am actually 100% aware of what's going to happen this episode because I just decided to look up somebody else's video because I wanted to see how shitty the story was, and it doesn't get much better. So, with all the negativity out of the way, hello, welcome back. Let's get started. I've already triggered all the events in here, and that's where I'm just like, okay, I'm just fucking done with this game. It's bad. Yeah, Ronnie's still alive, by the way. He just decided to kill somebody. Everybody just shrugs it off and doesn't pay attention. Bill actually approved it, which is even weirder. I think I'm fine when it comes to items. I still have 24 restores. I got 5 max potions, that's fine. Revives, I got 10. I also have a whole bunch of money here. Full hills, I'm also set pretty well. Yeah. Nothing really to do except head in. What's happened is I entered this building and everybody was all standing around waiting to see what's gonna happen. Blue was apparently challenging the Pokemon League. We saw on the screen behind Nurse Joy, which is apparently a television that's connected to the news, I guess. And we saw a news clip of Blue winning. We also got forced to fight Lance, which had like a bunch of really strong Pokemon that became extremely annoying. But I did take his Dragonite, level 48. That's before we even entered this building. Actually, no, that was before we even got into Victory Road. So that should also tell you how obnoxious this is. Modest nature, 48, with pretty strong moves. And multi-scale. Like, what the fuck was that about? It's like they didn't have anybody actually testing the game, and then they pushed it out to the public, and the public's like, yeah, sure, this is fine. It's just cringe. Anyway, I've got several Pokemon here because I took out a lot of trainers in the Victory Road once I got my team leveled up significantly. I'm not a fan of force grinding. I don't mind grinding a little, but force grinding is also just shitty game design. Anyway, I got a bunch of Pokemon I can sell for money. That's cool. I'm back up to having, I think, 2 entire boxes full. Anyway, let's head to the back, because I think Red also went back there, and Professor Oak went after him. So we're a little bit concerned because that means if Red wins, then Professor Oak can impose his will onto the public, because he's the one that created Red just for that purpose. I'm pretty sure that was not the last episode I uploaded, but the one before that. If I remember correctly, I uploaded me collecting 4 badges. I tried to get 4 more. That video got corrupted. I went through the Victory Road, and it was just so obnoxious, I just said fuck it and stopped recording and decided to scrap that footage. When I record a video, I don't want it to 100% be a bunch of negativity. I mean, I'm already 10 minutes into my recording and I haven't really said anything positive so far, so I also took some time off because with everything that's happened, I explained a little bit in my Unbound series, everything that's happened with my job, I figured that's kind of put me into a bad mood. So I figured I should probably hold off a second, give myself a chance to breathe, you know? But then I pick up this game a little bit after playing a few games, like while streaming, for example. I come back to this and it's like, right, I remember why I stopped playing. This is trash. This is absolutely trash. But we can end it here, so let's do that. Well, this is it, Ace. I don't know what's gonna happen when we go through those doors behind me, but I think it's safe to say you might face some of the toughest battles of your life. So make sure you're ready. If you have preparations to make them now. I would strongly urge you to bring Missing No along as well. You're going to need it. So yeah, we actually have to bring Missing No. Another reason why I wasn't excited to play this, because we are forced, again, to change up our team. So in other words, I'm essentially using 4 Pokemon instead of 5. You see what I mean about this is just shitty design? I mean, the fact that Missing No is even in this game is stupid as it is. I mean, Missing No doesn't have any actual theory surrounding it other than stupid theories, considering we already understand what Missing No is. It's a glitch caused by an oversight in programming. It's not an actual Pokemon, therefore it has no actual business being in this game. But the creators think it's funny to put a glitch Pokemon in here and create some stupid backstory for it that makes absolutely no sense. And then forces us to take it with us, because they can't write a good story. Anyway, sure, let's go through, because I can't do anything otherwise. Can I just skip you? Onwards quick? Oh, thank God, I don't have to do anything. Oh, it's Agatha. We meet again, Ace. Much has happened, it seems. I was filled with pride when Blue defeated me and took his rightful place as champion. Pride that there was something worth preserving in my blood after all. But Red, he seems a different beast altogether. I'd never paid much attention to that child, but it's clear I made a mistake. I can understand now why Samuel held him with such high regard all these years. To tell you the truth, I don't quite know what brought it out of these kids. Well, you're looking for Samuel, aren't you? I'll say. When you walked past me just now, it was strange. He was ice cold, didn't say a word, but there was a glint in his eye. That cultivated, brown-nosing politeness had all but disappeared. There was something in him like the way he used to be in the old days, like he had a definite purpose he was chasing. Do what you must, Ace, but bear in mind that I will honor whoever is the rightful champion, and I cannot stand behind anyone who interferes with that justice. You've been warned. Agatha too. God, that kid is fast. We have to hurry, Ace. I mean, to be fair, I did take an entire week just sitting around doing nothing, so it's fair. This guy again. I won't stand for this meddling. As if seeing that worm of a professor again wasn't enough, now we're being invaded by genuine terrorists. If my Pokemon had any health left, I'd teach you a lesson, Thug. I already kicked your ass once, and I stole your Dragonite. What more do you want from me? And were I still champion, I'd have you hanged. And if only... Look at me. When Giratina's name happened. Also, replacing God with Arceus and Devil with Giratina isn't clever, it's cringe. I don't know how I could have prepared for these super kids. I suppose, what difference does it make in the end? If you're defeated by Child X or Child Y, at what point is your dignity so crushed that you just stop caring? Go on then. Lord knows you people aren't my responsibility anymore. Especially when you keep going back to saying God and Lord afterwards anyway. Red. So you've won! Sincerely, congratulations! You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Charmander to work on the Pokedex. Red, you have come of age. Blue, I'm disappointed in you. I came when I heard you'd beaten the Elite Four, but when I got here, you'd already lost. Blue, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Without them, you'll never become a champ again. Yeah, he's the only one that actually did show love and trust throughout the series. Red, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing, it was mine, wahaha. The bond you share with the Pokemon is marvelous. Red, come with me. I don't understand. Grandpa, I treat my Pokemon with respect, always. Gave them the rest and the love they needed. I did. I swear I did everything right. I was so sure of it. I thought, when I was finally champion, that you would at least stop and say you were proud. Ah, so much for nothing, Ace. I'll be damned. It's actually true, then. The kid really did it. Oh, that slimy, scheming professor. The crowds will arrive any minute. Not ideal at all. I was really hoping we could solve this in private. Not to worry, Ace. We're just going to have to fall back to another solution. Ladies and gentlemen, Champion Blue has been defeated. It is my honor to announce that the new champion of Kanto Johto is Red from Pallet Town. Please stand by for further comments by the new champion. There's nothing we can do now but wait. I'm gonna have to make a phone call. We can barely believe our eyes, viewers. No sooner have we received a new champion than the title changes hands yet again. This extraordinary new young champ has just finished his Hall of Fame ceremony and will return to give his inaugural speech. Who's to say what happens next? We are trembling with anticipation. My, how good it is to see you, people of Kanto. This is Professor Samuel Oak speaking. I stand before you with our new champion, a uniquely talented young boy whom I've had the privilege to raise as my own in our little town. Red. Yes. Marvelous, marvelous. Now then. I know some of you may remember the last time I stood in this room, and have mixed feelings of seeing me here again. But rest assured, I address you now as Red's caretaker, not as former champion. Moreover, I'm embarrassed to bring this matter to public attention this way, but since it concerns our new champion, I see no real alternative. You've all witnessed Red's unmatched talents for Pokemon battle. I'm sorry to say that this unique gift of his has come at a price. Red unfortunately suffers from certain social disabilities. He cannot speak in public without pangs of debilitating terror, and he struggles to communicate with the outside world. So for that reason, I'm taking on a special responsibility. I will be Red's right-hand man, his main political advisor, and I will communicate his wishes to you, the people. Do you agree with this arrangement, Red? Have I understood you right? Yes. Very well. Then let's begin. It's clear to me, and to Red as well, of course, that some changes are in order for the region of Kanto. The previous government has been reckless with public safety. What do we make of the ever-growing cases of violent gang crime? Corruption amongst our gym leaders? What nothing Lance has done seems to be slowing their growth, and what of this Giovanni? It's clear as day, harsher methods are in order. We'll bring all these criminals to justice, dead or alive. And what else? Tell me, how can we allow our legendary birds to roam freely throughout the region? What if the various legendary beasts rumored to be hiding in the remote corners of our caves and islands? What if they should fall into criminal hands? What if they should run away? We must dedicate all our resources to capturing them, bring them under government control, for public safety, and to preserve our cultural heritage. Yes, dear Cantonians, Lens has done us a great disservice, there's no question. He's standing right there. So I believe, only because I agree with Red's reasoning, of course, that nothing but the strictest punishment is in order. Lance should be brought in at once. He's right there, just whatever. Do you agree with these motions, Red? Yes. Oh wait, he doesn't say yes. Stop! This meeting cannot be allowed to continue. Everyone listen, Red cannot be champion. He's no real Pokemon trainer. He's not even a human being. Just some creature, some laboratory experiment, created by Oak to do his bidding. It's all a sham. We have proof. Irrefutable proof. Nonsense. Look, you'll trigger the poor boy's anxiety with such aggressive, baseless accusations. I dare say he's been through enough emotional stress for one day. He's gonna need a safe space to retreat to for the moment. Apologies, but we'll hear more from Champion Red at a later time. What is going on? We demand an explanation. Let us into the Hall of Fame room. You're here. Wait. Samuel, is it true? That's what it was all these years? Not cowardice, but cunning? How could I have failed to see? The Kanto we wanted, we could have it again. Hold it. You're not going anywhere, you puny peasants. This man is someone you can never measure up to. He will create the perfect Kanto. A place for the strong to prosper, don't you understand? If you want to get in between, you'll have to go through me first. Oh, I actually have to... Ah! Those ghosts can't move. Wish I had those goggles. If only I could see. Ah! You got that, that scope, haven't you? Help us, please, use it, now, haste. Okay. Oh, I actually had to open my bag to do the, oh, Jesus Christ. Put on the silk scope. And it's Kingar and some hunters. Works for me. Ace, I had a feeling you stepped forward. There's nothing more to be said. I've given you fair warning. You saw as well that you saw as well as I that Red is the rightful champion. There'll be none of these coups and conspiracies here. I'll guard this door in my honor. Yeah, so at this point, I really don't have any qualms about actually using Mewtwo, so if it comes down to it, I'll just use Mewtwo. See, I can't even fucking do anything. Like, I try to set up a sword stance and it just Shadow Balls me and takes away almost all my health, so it's literally fucking pointless to really do anything in this game. So yeah, like I said, I have no qualms about using Mewtwo. By all means. Because I'm just gonna Psychic your entire team. And Shadow Ball this one. Like, bruh, a level 52. Again, I have fought every single trainer in this game, and there's no fucking way. Like, the people that made this game are actually, like, straight up brain dead or something? I don't understand. Basic testing is all that needs to be done, and it doesn't seem like they wanted to do any of that. Well, that works, I suppose. I can steal a Pokemon from her. I don't really care either way. Fuck it, Crobat. See what I mean about negativity with this game? It's just a bad ROM hack. I will actually die on that hill. I don't care what anybody says. This is not a good ROM hack. It was interesting. It was unique. But it's not a good ROM hack. Just know, Samuel won't take kindly to your interference. If his old self really has returned, there's nothing he wouldn't do to keep enemies like you away. But a loss is a loss. I'll step aside. Mark my words, Ace. That man has a powerful spirit. Doesn't even do me the courtesy of healing up my Pokemon. Fine, I'll heal them up myself. There we go. Door's locked. I think I just used the crowbar in this one. Door is open and it shows clear marks of violent treatment. Oh, yeah, I just pried it open with the crowbar. Hello, Rocket. I think you should know, you're one of just a handful of people in my life to have exhausted my patience for polite conversation. You slimy little radical. I thought you'd be just another speck for Red to wipe away and forget about, but somehow you slipped through every single crack there was, through exactly the sequence of steps that could unravel everything I've worked for. Doesn't matter what you've seen, Red is as good a human as any. Except that he's barely human at all. The region is legally bound to follow his command, and there's not a trainer anywhere who can take his title from him. I knew that when I saw his pulse beat for the first time in my lab. Knew I held the key to complete lasting power. Surrendering the war was just the next logical step. I'll tell you this, it was the hardest thing I ever did becoming Kento's trader, but it helped reinforce the lesson I had already begun to learn about honor. You see, in war, people will fight to their dying breath. But in peacetime, they'll forfeit without a second thought to any odd kid who can beat them in a Pokemon battle. Also, this music is ridiculously loud for no reason. I actually had to turn it down a bit. That was actually kind of piercing. All in the name of this honor. So it stands to reason. If you control the strongest trainer, you control the shape of history. Yeah, I just, you're monologuing. I don't give a shit. I just want to fight whoever I'm supposed to fight. Just give me a battle. I don't care. I honestly just don't give a shit. Shut the fuck up. Holy crap, it's still going. I'm gonna not edit any of that out, because that was fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna read any of that. I don't care. Like, they created some cringy ass storyline for this game that has absolutely nothing to do with the game. What the fuck is the point of that? I'm just gonna sack this Pokemon because I really don't give a shit about it. It needs to die anyway. Like, literally everything outspeeds this Pokemon. By the way, I didn't beat Charizard, he just swapped out because I used Confuse Ray. I'm a little bit irritable because I decided to leave Golder behind because I have a rock type in my Aerodactyl, but everything seems like it would have been better for Golder to go up against. Doesn't matter though. It just knows that I'm going to be using a special move apparently. Basically what they did was they created... I took a look at the code for this game, by the way. I loaded it up in my G3 tools and took a look at the trainer editor. They gave Red a bunch of Pokemon and then put his difficulty level at maximum. So he immediately swaps when you're going to be using Confuse Ray. He can easily outpredict your moves. Like, it's... Again, they don't know how to make a ROM hack, so they just cheat their way through. Like that. Like, you saw me hovering over other moves. I was gonna use Sludge Bomb for a second, or even Surf. But because I use Earth Power, it switches into a Flying type. You see why I absolutely fucking despise this game? Do you see it? Because when I complain about something, even in a mild manner, on their Discord, they just say get good at the game. How about you write a decent ROM hack and not be shit at what you're doing? There's an idea. The Dragonite should go down to poison here. So I get a decent free switch in here, and Solid Burp is holding the experience share, which is why I kept it on the team instead of Golder. It was also lower in levels. I wanted to get those levels up. Not really sure what I can do against Lapras because it's tanky. And I only have Rock Tomb access. I don't have Rock Slide. Only does like a third health. You're probably gonna Surf and just one-shot me, or Ice Beam, whatever. Yeah, of course. I kill Lapras. Swords Dance and Brick Break takes care of Snorlax. And I think Shockwave, Water Pulse would take care of that. And Pikachu, which is already half dead anyway. Alakazam goes down to Shadow Ball. Hey, I can steal a Pokemon from you. I'll take your Pikachu. No, it's not possible. I wasn't prepared for Red, you worthless idiot. I won't have everything fall apart. Not like this. Step away, I'll handle this myself. Samuel. Oh, I couldn't wait any longer. Please forgive me for letting the criminal inside. Samuel, I'm so sorry. I had you all wrong. I really thought 10 years ago that you had become a coward. It didn't seem right to me. I knew it didn't add up. I should have realized that your strength, your vision, your commitment to being the greatest, most powerful leader in the world never left you. Truly, you were a man of honor all along. I should never have left your side. I'm not skipping this text because I actually want you guys to see how shitty and cringy this game is. Like I said, I know what's coming up. I haven't known how to feel about you for so long. I've loved you for who you were, and hated you for what I thought you had done to us. Also, why did they give them a relationship backstory? They were rivals? They weren't lovers? What the fuck is this game? My love for you... Ugh. Until now. Oh, Samuel. Let us build the Kanto we dreamed of together. Everything can be just as it was. You. How dare you? You throw me away in disgust when I'm at my lowest and weakest, then come back begging at my feet right as I return to power? Oh, you're a woman through and through, Agatha. Yeah, that's the kind of script writing that these people are putting into this game. They use sexist comments, they use ableist comments, and people think this is a good ROM hack. You've had your chances, don't you deny it. And you've shown me now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, just how deep your loyalty runs. Here, I'll show you what I think about your fucking honor. Tauros. Giga Impact. No holding back. And now she's dead. Well, what are you gawking at, Rocket? I'm gawking at the fact that the people that created this ROM hack have absolutely no idea how to create a decent story, so they have to resort to shock value for decent content. And it's really getting old. It was old about 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 episodes ago. I believe we had some unfinished business. It's always the same damn thing. Immaculate plan sabotaged by the whims of mediocre people. It's a truism, isn't it? Again, you're just gonna keep monologuing. What a carnage. I never liked that lady much, but she must have really pinched a nerve to deserve that treatment. And without any healthy Pokemon left to defend herself. Here, Ace. I figured you might need some healing up. Thank me later. I mean, why not bring everybody in here and see the carnage that you were talking about? Then they can remove Oak and Red from the premises. But that would require a decent story, right? I should shut up. What went wrong in designing him, old man? I mean, he's a spitting image of an insurmountable muscle man, isn't he? What? This scrawny-ass little kid is an insurmountable muscle man, okay. You stay out of this, Bill. Red's still your champion, and he won't take kindly to your insults. Give it up already. Ace has already proven himself the stronger trainer. He could take on the league again the proper way and become champion anytime he likes. You simpleton, mind your tone. Just, there we go. Finally, holy crap. Intimidate doesn't work because I have Hyper Cutter. I set up a Swords Dance to start with, and you use Swagger. I use Swords Dance again. Yeah, not even worth any point trying to set up. So I just send him Mewtwo, because it's the only thing that seems to function in this game. Holy fuck, I hate this game so much. There we go. Still a Pokemon from the trainer. I don't care. I'm already done with this game at this point. It can't be right. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I had everything planned to be the nth degree. Whatever. There was no way a regular trainer could have posed a threat, and Team Rocket is a joke and insignificant little speck on Kanto. You're monologuing again. Hooray! They finally brought the police. It just took that fucking long to get to this point. It's not just me being irritable at things outside, like, real life shit. It's this game. It's just so bad. And the sooner I can get it over with, the sooner I can move on to better ROM hacks that are actually quality. Grab him. Stand back. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, there's literally a dead body in this room, so... Also, the whole thing about, like, you know, knocking out all of his Pokemon apparently means nothing anymore. Considering I just knocked out all of Agatha's Pokemon, so therefore she could have, I guess, defended herself. But no, she gets killed. Meanwhile, he can just send out his Pokemon. Shitty story writing. Missing No is shaking inside his Pokeball. The only reason why I'm forced to bring this stupid thing along is for this stupid shit. You guys understand why I didn't want to upload other videos? Because they would have been a lot more scathing than this. My god, it's still around, is it? The catastrophe. What a marvelous sight. It's corrupting everything, every record. Even though Missing No doesn't actually do that. If you want to be really technical, what causes the Hall of Fame to corrupt after you catch Missing No, not that anybody ever asked, is actually seeing a Cubone. And having Cubone registered as seen in your Pokedex, that is what causes the corruption. This is why I think it's dumb that they forcibly implemented Missing No into this game, because it's clear that they don't understand what Missing No is. Grab this pink-haired Rocket as well. It's about time he answered for his crimes and the evils of that rotten organization. No. Ace was the one who stopped Oak. He doesn't deserve this. Silence. There's been enough meddling with the law already today. Why, also, are they listening to Lance? He's no longer the champion. Blue is successfully the champion. If you want to remove Red or Oak as the, you know, people that shouldn't be the ones that are champion and giving orders, then give it back to Blue. I will not have any more criminals running free. You don't have a say, but apparently that's how this game functions. Hey Rocket, welcome to the world of Pokemon. Ha ha ha. Fuck off. Will the defendant please rise? We are prepared to deliver our verdict. Red, the results of the genetic test presented to the court and the counsel of our leading medical professionals have left little doubt in the mind of our jurors. You've clearly suffered from severe birth defects. Whatever you are not a human being of outstanding physical or mental health. You have no birth certificate, and you are not a legal citizen of Kanto Johto. In short, you are not fit to be champion of the Indigo League. Consequently, the position falls to your predecessor, Blue Oak. Thank you! So why the hell is Lance giving orders? We actually don't really have much say. Does Blue agree with us being arrested? Agree with him being arrested? Like, I don't understand. If he's the one that creates the government, then why are... nothing in this game makes any fucking sense. I don't think I want to be the champion anymore. Let someone else take it. After what I've learned about Grandpa, I don't need his approval anymore. I have other stuff I need to do. Very well, then the position defaults to Lance. Oh, Your Honor. I'll gladly accept the burden of resuming my position. Red, your case is unprecedented. We've tried our best to treat you with sympathy, but we must take the safety of the public into account. Your Pokemon license will be revoked with immediate effect. An unstable person like you cannot be allowed to wield lethally powerful Pokemon in battle. Out in the wilderness, perhaps, in the name of self-defense, not in civilized society. That is all. You are excused. Professor Samuel Oak. You've been accused of voluntary manslaughter and of conspiring to upend the government through... Please excuse me. Through engineering a genetically modified clone of a human boy groomed from birth to be bloodthirsty and obedient to authority, uniquely suited to take down the Indigo League champion, created all as part of an 11-year plan to return to power in a secret laboratory hidden from public view. But the lab in question is empty. For a charge this implausible to hold any weight, we'd have to be presented with substantial evidence. No such evidence has surfaced. The charge is dismissed. Moreover, no reliable eyewitness testimonies could be brought forth about your involvement in Agatha's death. In good faith, we can only conclude that she died in an unfortunate accident of Pokemon battle. Yeah, because that's how that works. On the other hand, the jury unanimously declares you guilty of violating your ban on Pokemon battle. In summary, Professor, you do not appear to pose a threat to the public's well-being, but you have shown a terrible lack of regard for Kanto's laws. No official anywhere will grant you another Pokemon license, and your research will not be funded. Professor Oak, you are hereby banished from the Kanto region. Seek your fortunes elsewhere. Ace, please approach the bench. As a member of Crime Syndicate Team Rocket, with honorable title Boss, you stand accused of countless alleged and confirmed counts of Pokemon theft, violent coercion and intimidation, complicity in Pokemon smuggling, and violence towards women. I just agree with that. I have never actually been violent towards any woman whatsoever. Armed robbery. Maybe. Bicycle theft, absolutely. You kind of deserved it. Possession and use of a forged Pokemon license. But you say nothing about Koga, who was given that out for free. Threatening and attacking a police officer. Oh, absolutely. He was sleeping with a Jinx. How creepy is that? Also, there's a bounty of $250,000. I'm a little bit proud of that, not gonna lie. You owe the region of Kanto this amount of reparations for your crimes. Finally, the jury declares your sentence to be 37 years served in regional penitentiary. I can only hope you've enjoyed your time in the criminal underworld, Ace. It's plain to see why living beyond the law attracted you. In a gang like Team Rocket, it may seem as if you can get away with any depravity that you like. But eventually, the chickens come home to roost. You've had your thrills, and now I'm afraid it's time we brought you back to the real world. Ace, I declare you guilty as charged. Honestly, thank God it's over. The only good thing about this is it has a unique idea and the music kind of slaps. Even though the music doesn't seem to be mixed well enough to blend in with the rest of the volume. Like, why is this so much louder? Holy shit, that needs to be turned down. Yeah, I'm just gonna almost mute it. So, yeah, thankfully, I don't have to put up with this crap anymore. That said, if you do, for some reason, want to give this game a try, all the information is still going to be in the description. They're working on a revamp for this game, which is going to actually add a female character. Like, why that's not a thing already, I don't understand. Hello? Oh, I suppose I can turn the volume back up now that the music is down. Ah, yes. It's the ladder by the bookshelf. Climb on down, I'm already here. Yes, Oak had it all cleared up before we broke in. I had to make sure none of the others ratted him out in court. Just in case. Oh, not to worry. I made copies of all his blueprints and research notes, naturally. I'll show you in person. Yes, very sophisticated, but nothing we couldn't reproduce. Indeed, with the technological advancements in the intervening decade, I think we could build a full-grown battle-ready prototype in just 3 years' time. Ah, there you are. Well, come and see for yourself. I've seen enough, Bill. Count me in. Pleasure doing business with you, Professor Elm. Oi, you lazy oaf. Get up. You got a visitor. Well, today's your lucky day. Never knew you had such rich friends lying around. If it ain't right if you ask me. But I gotta go by what the law says. Here we go. Ace, I see you're still around. Don't you recognize me? It's me, Shigeki. I'm bailing you out, young man. After what you did for me with the catastrophe, it's the least I could do. But the bounty that was on your head, 256k, you got to contribute what you can, or I'll have nothing left to feed myself. It's also why I didn't sell any of my Pokemon before I went back to the Pokemon League, because I could use money, you know? Alright, you worthless crook, you're free to go. Well, there's freedom for you, Ace. How do you plan on using it? I expect your rocket friends have all but dispersed by now. Lance has let off his extra police officers, so they shouldn't bother you much anymore. How about simply taking on the gym leaders like a normal trainer, eh? Well, phew. That's enough action for me this decade. Be good, Ace. I'm grateful for all you've done. So yeah, we can apparently go around, but we still can't actually... I'm sure we can actually take on the gym challenge, but we don't have an actual trainer card. The only thing that's really available to us now is you can catch the legendary birds. Previously, you couldn't access these spots because the police officers were saying that Lance told them to block them off. I don't care. There's literally nothing really in this game now. It doesn't have any replayability. It doesn't have any post-game. So I guess this is it. I'm sorry that this entire video was just absolute negativity and just completely shitting on the game and its developers, but really, if you're gonna make a bad ROM hack, I'm gonna call you out for it. For one thing, this game, as you saw in the credits, has been in development for 6 years. And it's still not that great. There are ROM hacks like, as much as I dislike it, Unbound. ROM hacks like Pokemon Glazed. Like, Blazing Emerald, for example. Inclement Emerald, Emerald Rogue. There are all these ROM hacks that have such great features and such great mechanics. And this one couldn't seem to implement half of them. The story writing is bad. The gameplay is mediocre. It starts out good and then just quickly falls apart because the level scaling in this game doesn't seem to exist. It's like they didn't modify the trainers. They just added the script to let you steal Pokemon. So you're stuck without any actual proper leveling in this game, going up against a bunch of level 50s in the Victory Road, it's not really worth my time to try to play again. It's bad. I had a little bit of fun for a little while, but I don't really have much to say. However, I already have an idea of what I want to play next, and it is a good game. In fact, I think it's probably the only game. It's also the reason why I want to play it. They kind of brag about how decent the game actually is. It's the only game I think that actually does level scaling properly. So, I'll leave you with a friendly little goodbye, and be on the lookout for that. I will try to upload it tomorrow. Until then, take care.